Welcome to the deep dive. Look, we know you want to get smart, fast, and you don't want to get buried under tons of information, right?
Right. Information overload is real.
Exactly. So today we're diving deep into this really interesting mix of, well, cosmic insights and inner wisdom. It's all for May 3rd, 2025.
Yeah, we've got two key sources. One is the astrology of the day from Tarot by High C.
And the other is the TarotScope of the day, also from them. That one even has a story in it, The Knight of Nine Blades.
So our goal here, our mission really is to cut through all that.
Yeah, pull out the most important bits for you so you can understand what might be influencing your day, what energies are at play.
And importantly, how to navigate your own inner landscape, your thoughts and feelings.
Okay, so what's cool right off the bat is how these two things, astrology and tarot, gives these different views.
Yeah. The emotional weather forecast.
Yeah, I like that. The weather forecast for your feelings.
Pretty much. While the TarotScope zooms right in on, your personal experience, your thoughts, maybe your fears, those little whispers from inside.
Okay, let's unpack this then. Starting around midday, the astrology source talks about a Leo moon opposite Pluto. Now, break that down for us. What does that mean in plain English?
Okay, so the key thing with an opposition like this is tension, potential tension. You've got the Leo moon, which is about wanting to express yourself, wanting to be seen, maybe.
Right, that Leo energy.
Yeah.
Shine a bit.
Exactly. But then Pluto, opposite that, brings in these deeper, sometimes hidden power dynamics.
Power dynamics,
Yeah.
like in relationships.
Could be. Yeah, things unsaid that kind of bubble up. Or you might just feel it inside yourself, like an inner struggle or feeling challenged by your own thoughts.
Okay, so watch out for power struggles, basically.
Definitely.
External or internal.
That's the core of it, yeah. Be mindful of that around midday.
That actually connects really well with the TarotScope because it mentions facing things that haunt us, peering through the veil.
It does, doesn't it? It sounds like midday could be when some of those hidden tensions pop up in your mind more noticeably.
Yeah, the TarotScope gets specific. It talks about rapid-fire thoughts or like worries just appearing.
Or even challenging conversations, which, fits right in with that Moon-Pluto vibe, stirring things up, mental static, or difficult chats.
It definitely sounds like a busy inner world. The TarotScope even mentions like waking up feeling a bit dreadful.
Yeah, that feeling. And it poses this really key question, which I think is important for you listening.
Which is,
Are these fears actually real? Or are they just, projections, your mind working overtime?
that's such a crucial question to ask yourself.
It really is. The TarotScope says, examine those feelings, don't just accept them.
Yeah.
And if we tie it back to the astrology, that feeling of maybe not being in control with Pluto,
That could be where some of the unease comes from.
it could absolutely be part of it. But the TarotScope adds this other layer, too. It hints these feelings might be messages from the other world or even truths trying to surface.
Okay, wait. So it's not just random anxiety. It could be something deeper trying to get through.
Yeah.
Like that lack of control feeling might actually be the message the TarotScope is flagging.
That's a really interesting way to connect them, yeah. It suggests paying close attention to that feeling, not just dismissing it as a bad mood.
This is getting fascinating. Okay, let's shift gears. What about the evening? The astrology forecast changes, right? Leo moon conjunct Mars. Sounds fiery.
It is, yeah. Conjunct means they're really close together, amplifying each other. So think a surge of energy, passion, courage, definitely drive.
So if midday was about inner tension, the evening is more about action.
Potentially, yes. A chance to channel that energy outwards, be more assertive, maybe more confident.
And how does that connect with the TarotScope? Because it had that advice about speaking fears aloud.
Right, and remembering you're the witness, not the prisoner of your thoughts.
So the evening's energy, that Mars boost, could give you the guts to actually do that.
Yeah.
To face the stuff from earlier.
Precisely. That courage from the Moon-Mars link could be just what you need to follow the TarotScope's advice. Bring the hidden stuff out.
The TarotScope really pushes this idea that even our darkest thoughts can have wisdom in them if we face them.
Yeah, it's not saying anxiety is great, obviously, but it is saying those uncomfortable feelings might be signals, carrying messages.
I like the metaphor it uses. Self-forged blades, sharpened by our own minds.
It's a powerful image, isn't it? And the idea is that secrecy, avoidance, that's what gives them power. That's what makes them sharp.
But if you name them, acknowledge them.
They lose their edge, their power shrinks. It's about realizing you are the observer, not the fear itself. Naming them takes away their hold on you.
It's like flipping the light switch in a dark room. The fear doesn't vanish maybe, but you see it for what it is.
Exactly. You see, it's just a coat on a chair, not a monster.
So for you listening,
Hmm.
maybe think about what messages might be hiding behind any discomfort you feel today.
That's the invitation, really. And to make this even clearer, the TarotScope includes that story, The Knight of Nine Blades.
Ah, yes, the story. Tell us about Satet.
Well, Satet is basically tormented night after night by these restless thoughts, and they're symbolized by 9 swords hanging over her.
And they weren't vague worries either, were they? The story lists them.
It does. Really fundamental human fears: betrayal, loss, failure, isolation, regret, anger, shame, helplessness, and despair.
Wow, those are heavy hitters. We can all probably relate to some of those.
Absolutely. And the number 9 often suggests, like, a culmination, things coming to a head. So her 9 nights of this implies these fears are peaking.
Until she meets the goddess Circuit.
Yes, Sir Kent. And her advice is so direct, so simple.
What did she say?
Then you must name them. Just that. Name the feels.
It's the act of speaking them, giving them voice. That's the key.
The story shows how powerful that is. As Satet names each fear aloud, the heaviness lifts, the feeling fades. It's not magic, it's about understanding.
Understanding their true nature. And Circuit's final message, that's powerful too.
Oh, yeah. They are but thoughts. Shadows cannot harm you when faced in the light. You are not your fears. You are the one who witnesses them.
You are the one who witnesses them. That really flips the script on anxiety, doesn't it?
It totally changes the perspective. You go from being consumed by the fear to observing it. That creates distance, space to breathe, to understand.
And Satet leaves the swords behind, flat on the ground, harmless. Yeah, that's the image we can hold on to.
It's a powerful symbol for what's possible for you today, definitely, facing your own swords.
It feels like we all carry our own invisible versions of those 9 blades sometimes. Okay, let's rewind a bit. How does the day start? The astrology mentions something much more positive for the morning.
It does. Leo moon, trine Neptune, and Venus. Trine is generally a good sign in astrology, harmonious, flowing energy.
So morning vibes are...
Inspiration, maybe affection, generosity, a nice compassionate foundation for the day.
That sounds like a good cushion, given what might come later.
Exactly, that gentler start, that compassion could help you navigate any trickier stuff later on.
The astrology of the day even says it's a time to sparkle.
Yeah, that Leo moon wanting to shine again.
But it adds a little warning, right? Be careful how you sparkle. Check if others are ready for it.
That's a really smart caveat, given the potential for drama or reactivity later with that Leo moon still active. Yes, express yourself, but maybe read the room first.
Makes sense. Channel the energy, but with awareness.
Yeah, channel it playfully, maybe creatively. Pursue your ambitions, sure, but with integrity. And maybe be clear on what's actually worth making a stand over, especially if it touches on your values. That Leo moon can be passionate about principles.
So that trine aspect suggests flow, but it doesn't mean ignore everything else happening astrologically.
Precisely. It's a helpful, supportive energy, but within the larger context of the day.
Okay, so bringing all of this together, and it really feels like today is asking for awareness on, like, 2 main levels.
I think so too. First, there's the external stuff, the astrological weather, how that might nudge our feelings.
And second, maybe even more critical, is our internal world. Those fears, the stories we tell ourselves, the blades we carry.
Absolutely. And the biggest takeaway, weaving through both sources, seems to be the power of observation. Just remembering, you are the witness.
You're not the thought, you're not the feeling, you're the one noticing it.
Exactly. And by acknowledging, maybe even naming those underlying fears, instead of letting them run the show from the shadows.
You find some peace, some empowerment.
That's the potential, yes. Even if the day feels intense, it also offers the courage, especially later on, to actually face what holds you back.
This has been really useful, I think, a good deep dive into what today might hold. We hope this gave you, listening, a clear shortcut to the key messages from these sources.
Yeah, it really shows that interplay, doesn't it, between the cosmos and our inner life. Understanding that connection helps navigate everything with a bit more awareness, maybe more resilience, too.
So, as you go about your day today, here's a final thought to chew on, based on all this.
Okay.
Think about your own 9 blades, those core fears that might be rattling around inside. Which one, maybe just one, feels like it's asking for a little bit of acknowledgement today?
And following from that,
What's one tiny step, just one small thing you could do to metaphorically lay that one blade flat on the earth, just for today.